Welcome to Tech Challenge Makers Conquer E-Commerce. I'm Elise, your resident tech expert and author of the book Browser versus Buyer. I've worked with e-commerce shop owners for over 6 years, and I've helped hundreds of creatives overcome their technology fears. Gain clarity and direction in your business with Elise's E-Commerce Elevator 6-month group coaching program. Join now at myscheduledbiz.com/elevator. The link is in the show notes. Before we jump into the rest of the episode, please share this podcast with other business owners that it can help. Also, be sure to stick with me to the end of the video to learn your challenge for today and implement what you've learned. Want more help with your e-commerce brand? Subscribe to Tech Challenge Makers Conquer E-Commerce on your favorite podcast platform so that you don't miss any of the episodes that are released every week to help you grow your e-commerce shop. Today, we'll be talking about scarcity and urgency. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why scarcity and urgency are so important to your business, the technology that's required, and walk away with one action step. So let's start with the basic question. What are scarcity and urgency? Scarcity means that something is in short supply. So there's not a lot of it. There's some kind of limit on the particular item that you're talking about. Urgency means that someone has to act fast in order to get whatever it is that they want. So it isn't necessarily that the product is limited, it's the time that's limited. So scarcity and urgency work together, and they're important for your business because people place higher value on objects or things or events that are seen as rare or hard to obtain. This is seen as a way of showing that you have the best, right? So if you can get a hold of things that are rare or hard to obtain, that's something that people want to do. And so scarcity and urgency help you do this with your products. They create FOMO, fear of missing out. They tell the shopper that they need to act now. Otherwise, they'll just put off the purchase until later, and later pretty much never comes. So as a business owner, the best time for you to get a sale is now, not later. You should never be pushing a sale off until later. And we actually talked about this recently in another podcast episode where I talked to Tanya about live vendor events or craft shows, where one of the things we talked about was you should not be telling people that they can get something that you don't have at the show. You need to be selling what you have at the show. This is the same thing here. We want to get them to buy what we have now, not think they can get it later, not plan for some fictional time that never comes. Now is the time we want to get them to buy. So another thing that scarcity and urgency can do is it can actually impact pricing. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the diamond water paradox. So there is a steep difference in price between diamonds and water. And it's really quite odd because if you think about it, we have to have water to survive. It's clearly more important. Water has to be more important than diamonds. So why is it that water is so much cheaper than diamonds? One major reason is scarcity. Diamonds are naturally scarce. They're not everywhere, right? And water is everywhere. And so even though water clearly has a higher value as far as our survival, diamonds cost significantly more. And so this is another added benefit of using scarcity and urgency is you can charge more. It helps you to be able to have higher prices to explain the scarcity and urgency, right? So let's talk about how to create scarcity and urgency. So the very first way that you can create scarcity and urgency is to have a limited quantity. So this would be something like on your website, it might say only 2 left. And this tells someone they're risking missing out on the product if they don't buy it now. You can have a limited edition product. So maybe you're only going to put out 10 of this edition of your particular product. You can even use limited quantity when it comes to out of stock products. So if you have a product that is out of stock, you can actually continue taking sales if you know you're going to get it back in stock, or you can offer notifications for when it's back in stock. And this is sort of this subtext of when there's only so many left or there's a limited edition, it is you're about to lose it. And when it's already out of stock, it's you've already lost it once. Do you really want to lose it again? And so these create that scarcity of I'm going to miss out, FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. Our second way to create scarcity and urgency is to do a limited time. So there's a couple of ways to do this as well. You can add a countdown clock. And so this would be a type of technology that you could potentially use to show scarcity and urgency on your products. So this can actually be, this sale is only available for 24 more hours. And it literally counts down 24, then 23 hours, 59 minutes, whatever. So you can actually add a countdown like that. You can also have seasonal products. So these are only available, in November. Think about like Starbucks and they've got, their special pumpkin spice latte, right? So this is a seasonal product that comes back year after year that people know is only going to be available for a certain amount of time. McDonald's does this with their McRib sandwich. And then you can also create weekly or monthly or even daily, depending upon your brand, products, and then put them in the vault. And that gives you the ability to bring them back later. So all of these are limited time offers. If they want to get the thing, they have to do it now. You can also do order by a specific date in order to get it in time for, say, Valentine's Day or Christmas. So this is also a limited time. If they want to have it in time for that specific holiday or event, they have to order it by this date. Our third type of scarcity is popularity. And this is one that I think people sometimes forget about. But when you show that something is really popular and you combine this strategy with, say, a limited time offer or a limited quantity offer, it really helps to push that home and get people to buy in. So what does popularity look like? Popularity is going to be something like those little notices that say, 6 people are viewing this item right now. You see this a lot, like on Amazon, especially like travel sites will say, 5 people are looking at this hotel, right? It might be in X people's carts. So Etsy does this. It'll tell you that, 12 people have this product in their cart and there's only 3 left. Oh no, you can do X people bought. So 12 people bought this product in the last 2 days. And then another way to drive home the popularity is actually with your reviews and testimonials. When you have testimonials and reviews on a specific product, it shows people that this is a popular product that people love. And you can show the number of purchasers. So, like we just said, 12 people have bought this product in the last 12 days. Or you could say 279,000 people have bought this. Well, clearly that means it's very popular. Another way to drive home urgency and scarcity is with exclusivity. So this is going to be an exclusive group of people have access to whatever it is. So this could be a new subscriber email sign up. They get a 10% discount on their first purchase. It's going to be a VIP only access. So they have to be a member of your VIP group to get this special thing. It can be an invite only sale or some type of launch. So maybe you have 500 people on your email list, but you're only going to be inviting 250. So if you happen to be one of the 250 who got invited, you better go because you are exclusive, right? You can even do live launches or sales and have a waiting room in advance where they have to see everybody that's waiting for you to actually launch the particular product. Our next type of scarcity is bundling. And so bundling is a way for you to create a new product by pairing complementary products. And so it makes it so that it's exclusive just because it's that specific bundle that's going to be going away, right? A good way to do this is to pair complementary products. You can offer large quantities. So maybe you usually only offer this in a 1-pack, and you're going to do a special this month where they can get 2, and there's going to be a discounted price, or it's going to be 2, plus they're going to get a special bonus gift, a free gift for the first 10 buyers. So like, let's say you're launching a new product and you have 20 of them, and you want to make sure that you have a good sale at the beginning. So you can say the first 10 buyers get this free gift. So that is a way of creating a bundle that is also creating scarcity. And then we have one final type of scarcity, and that is sales and discounts. I saved this for last though, because this is what everybody always thinks of when they think of scarcity. And I want to really point out that you don't have to use a sale or a discount for scarcity. We've got all these other ways that we've already discussed. Be using those. And when you do choose to use a sale or a discount, just be careful that you're not overusing it, or you're wanting to teach your people to wait for a sale. And remember what we said at the beginning, our goal is to get the sale now, not to get the sale later. Later doesn't exist. And so if you teach them that they should only be buying when there's a sale, you're teaching them to wait for later. And that's not what we want. We want our people to buy now when we have an offer. Some ideas for sales and discounts besides the normal, percentage off, whatever. You can also do early bird offers. So again, when you're launching a new product, you can say something like the first 10 people are going to get this for $15 and then the price will be going up to $30. And this again is a way to get them to buy right now. It is a discount, but it's a very intentional discount. You're only doing this for a certain number of people, and it's something they won't get the opportunity to get again. So this is not something that's recurring. This is a very clearly defined discount. You can also do abandoned cart discounts. This is something that you should always be doing because abandoned cart emails and purchases are one of the easiest to recoup. And so using abandoned cart discounts is something that you should always be using. Now, I have one final note about scarcity before we move on to our action step for today, and that is you shouldn't be lying. If you create fake scarcity, people will realize it and they will know that you're fake and they will lose trust in you. So don't do it. Don't say this sale is only available until, Monday at 10 o'clock and then be like, well, we decided to extend it. And then every single time you extend it, or worse, you don't even tell them that you extended it. You just let it still be on sale. And they go and they find it and they feel like you've lied to them because you did. So when you are creating scarcity in order to get the sale now, make sure that it is real scarcity and follow through on what you say you're going to do. You can always put something in the vault to make it so people feel like they missed out on it and then bring it back later. But continuing that sale is just going to make you look like a liar. So don't lie. All right. So what is your action step for today? Your action step for today is to choose one of these forms of scarcity or urgency and make a plan to implement it in the next month for your e-commerce shop. Go ahead and create that scarcity plan. Make sure you're using scarcity every single month, but for now, start with 1 month. What are you going to do to make someone want to buy today, not later? I want to reiterate the tech here. So the tech for all of these is pretty much, you're going to have to be using your website to do the sales, right? And you may want to have special features such as ability to do countdown clocks, possibly where you might have to make multiple products. So for example, if you're making it so that the first 10 people get it for $15, then maybe you make one product that only has 10 at $15 and another product that has however many the rest are at the regular price. Or you may be able to use an app or a plugin to accomplish the same goal. So a lot of these things are going to require some amount of tech to make them work, but it's really just a matter of finding the right app or plugin to make them work for your brand, considering what e-commerce shop you are working with. So again, choose a form of scarcity or urgency, go ahead and make a plan, put it on your calendar, and decide what you're going to do to get people to buy right now. If you like what we're doing here at Tech Challenge Makers Conquer E-commerce, and it's helping you gain clarity and direction in your business, you should check out Elise's e-commerce elevator. In this 6-month group coaching program, I'll guide you through the ins and outs of building a business for purchase conversion. You'll also get to join up with a small group of other e-commerce shop owners who are focused on building exponential growth and reaching the right audience. Head over to myscheduledbiz.com/elevator and join us. We welcome a limited number of new members every 6 months, and by signing up today, you'll reserve your spot. Thanks for listening. See you next week right here on Tech Challenge Makers Conquer E-commerce.